Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It helps other people know when they post videos. Well, who absolutely doesn't love cheesecakes? And if you're here watching this video, I know you absolutely love cheesecakes because you wouldn't be watching this video. Now, this is the second time, actually this is the third time I'll be making this particular recipe from this particular YouTuber. This recipe comes to you from Myra from Low-Carb Love. And I absolutely love cheesecakes, and it doesn't make any difference if it's plain or it's got strawberries or almost any kind of fruit. And this recipe is so versatile, you can just omit the strawberries and put whatever kind of fruit you want on top of the cheesecake for a topping, and it all tastes good and it all tastes the same, except for the fruit. Now, when I was 46 years old, I asked my sister, and she asked me, well, she gave me a birthday party, and she said, what would you like for your birthday? And I told her a cheesecake, so she got me a cheesecake for my birthday. I was about 400 pounds back then. Yeah, I was quite that. I was actually that large. But I definitely made the right choice to lose the weight, taking off over 140 pounds in over a 2-year period, of a little bit over 2 years. It takes a long time to lose weight. You just can't lose it overnight. But you know, you got to make better choices in food. And of course, we all miss our favorite dessert. So I'm doing low carb weight loss. So why not make our own and get away from all the pre-processed foods? For this particular recipe that comes to you from Myra from Low-Carb Love, you're going to need, now for our cream cheese mixture, you're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese softened at room temperature, which we've been out on the counter for a few hours now, 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a little pinch of salt. We'll combine that all in together, and then we'll give everything a good mix with the hand mixer. And in addition to all the ingredients, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon. We happen to get a brand new lemon juice, so we're just going to take half of a lemon and squeeze it. It'll be about a tablespoon. And then once that gets fully mixed, we'll take that mixture, we'll pour it into the springform pan, and pop that baby in the oven and let it cool down for a while. Then pop it in the refrigerator overnight to let it set, and then we'll put the strawberries on top tomorrow and sample it together. And I know it's going to come out good because I think this is actually the third one that I'm going to be making, and I know I made at least 2. I could have made 3 of them, but the last one that I make was okay, but it didn't come out as good as the first couple of them. And the other thing about why it didn't come out is because it all collapsed on the inside. I don't know what I quite did wrong as opposed to those 2 that I didn't do before, but you know, this is all the fun part about experimenting with cooking and everything like that. And you know, don't be afraid to experiment. If you mess up, you mess up. So what? You just throw it out, eat it, or start over again, or make something else. This is why I love cooking. I never went to culinary school, and you know, I'm learning as I go on the fly. I get many of my inspirations from other YouTubers and other programs like Rachel Ray and Guy Fieri and Robert Urbach from the Restaurant Impossible series, and the old episodes on the Chew, and the many other Pioneer Woman and many other YouTubers that I follow. And if something's not low carb, I just turn it into low carb, and I make it so it's appropriate for me to eat, so I can continue my weight loss. It's pretty much that simple. You just change the formula. And so without further ado, we're going to go right into the video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to just have music going, and then we'll come back, and when we're ready to talk about it, we'll talk about it, and you know, go from there. So let's just go ahead. Remember, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you guys later in a little bit. Hi guys, and welcome back to the back channel. I'm Ron, and welcome back to Ron's Keto Cafe. Well, yesterday we made this nice cheesecake that's going to be a strawberry cheesecake, and I got that recipe from Low-Carb Love. Now, we popped this into the oven yesterday at 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes, let it cool over the countertop, and put the foil around it and popped it into the refrigerator overnight to let it set. Now, as it was cooling down, it deflated a little bit and it cracked a little bit on the inside. I haven't opened it up yet since yesterday, so I don't know what it's going to look like. So we're going to do this together. And I made a nice strawberry puree to go on top of my cheesecake. Now, you can use any puree you want. You can use blueberries, you can use raspberries, black raspberries, peaches, pears, and whatever your heart desires. But today this is a low-carb weight loss for me because I'm doing carnivore the rest of the week. So anyways, let's take a look at this together. Well, as you can see, it did crack a little bit on the inside as opposed to the original photograph that I had. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to go around the edge just to make sure it breaks from the pan. It looks like it may be okay. What I did also, that I used a parchment paper that I cut to the round circle size. And yeah, so let's pop the lid open and let's take the springform pan off the cheesecake and see what happens. Well, actually, let's put it on a plate so I don't make a mess with my cloth. There we go. Hopefully it'll come off. There we go. Just a little snap roll. Okay. Put the lid over there. So this is what the cheesecake looks like before we strawberries on top. Okay, so this is the strawberry puree we made, and I'm going to go transfer that to a bigger plate. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps other people know when I post videos. Well, this is actually my fourth attempt in making this cheesecake, and I think this is probably going to be the best one I made out of the whole 4 batch, other than maybe the first one. But the first one, I had a graham crust, and I wasn't crazy about the graham crust for the bottom that I had made, but I decided to make this with no crust, and this is what the final product looks like. Doesn't it look really yummy? So this recipe comes to you from Myra from Low-Carb Love. Now, when I popped that from the springform pan there, I had to really push up on it because it really stuck really well, but it didn't disintegrate around the edge. It did start cracking a little bit at the top, but that's all normal for cheesecakes. And and I put a strawberry on top of it just for the decoration, because I'm trying to do everything low carb, and this is fine. It's just basically a couple blocks of cheese and some other ingredients that I have, and I'll have all the ingredients above the timeline. And what I did was I rewrote all of her directions to something that I can understand from my recipe that I created from her YouTube channel and from her recipe website. And I have all her link below the video, by the way. And yeah, so I made this a number of times before. So let's turn the camera around back to planning on the cheesecake, because we're going to cut it together, okay? Seems a shame to cut it, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to eat it, so it might as well be me. And I love cheesecakes. So let's take this off and put that to the side. And we'll cut it this way. Kind of straight through like butter. No, I don't have one of those fancy knives to cut it with. It's another purchase down the road. Again, I'm going to be the only one eating this, so it doesn't matter. My wife does do cheesecake, but she's not crazy about a lot of foods that I make. Let's see how it pops off here. Might have to. There you go. Look at that, guys, huh? Look at that, guys, huh? Now I'm going to flip the camera back up. So this is a cheesecake. We're going to sample it out together. Really good. So my question to you is, if you have you ever made cheesecake? And if you have, what is your favorite cheesecake? And like, what kind of filling did you use? I like the traditional cheesecake has got tons and tons of calories. This is very minimal and really, really good. So maybe what we'll call this would be better than store-bought cheesecake, and creamy strawberry better than store-bought cream cake cheesecake. And I'm having a tongue twister. But I love this. I'm not going to eat it all today. Obviously, I'll save some of this for the end of the week. And since we're doing carnivore tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about it later on this afternoon. And hope you enjoyed the video. And be watching for more recipes. And I got cloud pizza coming up pretty soon, and that should be pretty interesting. And yeah, so anyways, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have an amazing day.